October always leaves a mark.
And we're the ones holding the knife.
And you're trapped with us all month long.
Every night in October, we're crawling into your ears with horror, history, and just enough madness to keep you up.
So grab your snacks, lock your doors, and hope your neighbors aren't listening.
Because this is Rotn Your Ear Season 4.
Let's get rotten.
Fuck, I did it again, dude.
You want to go with that one?
Sure, why not?
Oops, I fucked that up. Here we go.
Let's get rotten.
Let's get rotten.
1, 2, 3.
Let's get rotten. Damn it.
Okay, right. One,
I'm
two,
done.
3. Let's get. You goddamn say it.
I'm done.
1, 2, 3.
Let's get rotten.
Oh fuck.
Oh, wait, I'm not ready.
Oh. Okay.
Shut the hell up, okay? Shut the hell up.
Y'all were just like
Fucking pickle man.
fighting.
Pickle man.
How the where the fuck the pickle
You're a
man
pickle
come
man.
from? What
Why
do
is
you
he a
mean?
pickle man?
He's got a beard and everything, and like
That's not
braids.
pickle. Does not have beards.
Oh, you talking about that AI thing that someone made?
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Why you got cracks all in your phone? Looks like eyeballs.
Because a vampire bit my phone.
Why didn't you say you're recording right now?
God. Hey guys, welcome
We're recording right now.
to Rotn Your Ear.
Look at you. I'm gonna put another dent in your head.
She's very feisty.
Yeah, she's super feisty.
I don't actually have dents in my head.
Stop lying to our listeners.
Yet. We'll see what happens when you really piss Grandma off.
I suddenly got really thirsty.
Well,
She's probably tired.
she's probably stupid.
Fucking shut the fuck up.
Maybe
So, yeah.
she's stupid. Maybe
Welcome
it's
to
Maybelline.
episode 3 of Rotten in Your Rear.
Yeah, it's season 4,
Four.
episode 3.
Welcome. So we've been doing a few things this past day, right?
I didn't do shit.
Me and Tommy worked.
Grim went and saw her spawn.
I
Yeah.
did, and I don't
Went to
talk
a s-
about the spawn.
Well, I
remember?
didn't say any names or nothing.
Okay,
Her spawn's name is Marcus.
Marcus.
Marcus Julius.
Williamson.
Deflection.
And what did you went to work, and so did Matt.
Did you
Yep.
go to a store?
Yeah, I went to a store.
Oh, is he not
No,
supposed
I
to
already
know?
knew. She's playing. Don't worry, nobody's going to see that and hear this, so it'll be okay. They're only going to do one or the other, let's
I
be
went
honest.
to Spirit Halloween, and I got Matt a shirt, and I got me like 7 different other things, but he got something, so
That makes up for it.
it does, doesn't it, Matt? Doesn't it, Matt?
Mm-hmm.
It is kind of a cool shirt. Kind of.
It's kind of cool, sure, yeah.
It's a Elm Street inspired shirt.
I
with
like
long
that
sleeves.
you can only see the orange discount sticker barely still on there.
There's no discounts yet. Discounts haven't started for Spirit yet. Oh my God, you're pissing me off!
So what'd you do today, Matt?
I worked. Ooh, boy, let me tell you, what a day.
Me too. But I got off early. This week has been a lot easier than some of my weeks. And,
So, I read one chapter of my book. I colored a little bit, and I started crafting, and it was like a really good day. I had
Nice.
nobody bothering me until Tommy got home, and then Matt got home.
nice,
Yeah.
I guess.
Yep.
We released Grimm's episode.
Well, we had the podcast yesterday, and we talked about video games.
Oh, way to be on top of it. Thanks.
But I want to do, for the first ever, a sort of a reback, because there's some like serious shit that me and Tommy left the fuck out the other day.
Yes.
So I want to do like a really quick honorable mention for left out of that episode, and that is the fact that Nightmare on Elm Street, Friday the 13th had kick-ass video games as hard and stupid as they were
Original Nintendo game.
on original Nintendo. There was a game called Clock Tower. That was a fucking horror game. That was ahead of its time. It was bad as fuck.
Splatterhouse.
Splatterhouse is a big one that we both kind of fucking glazed right over.
Yeah.
Even though it doesn't fit the idea of like cursed or haunted, like the amount of gore and like intensity of that game, like
With
as
all of
stupid
these
as
games,
it was.
all these games that we were talking about because they were horror related and they were part of our past, blah, blah, blah.
But there's a few things that we just fucking skated over. And I remember the original Myst on the computer was even sort of a horror game based on the idea of like seclusive horror.
Yep.
Well, this isn't a horror game, but a lot of people were freaked out by Majora's Mask, and I loved Legend of Zelda Majora's Mask.
Oh, I mean, there was a huge part of our podcast, if you would
About
have listened to
Drowned.
it, that was all about Majora's Mask and the cursed game that the kid got.
Well, you know what? I had a fun time today, so I didn't let
fun-
anything
fun
ruin my
time?
peace.
Fun time not listening to our podcast.
Again, like I said, I didn't let anything ruin my peace.
Don't worry, there's no one else listening either.
Yeah, their piece is just fine.
Well,
I'm
that
sure.
you know what? There was at least 2 people that did because they created us as beans.
Yeah, we talked about. Did we talk about that yesterday?
He listened to like the first 10 minutes
Okay.
and then made bean characters.
Oh, probably, yeah.
Yeah. Thanks, Graham, for the support.
Yay! You're welcome.
And then of course we had Grimm's episode, which was hilarious.
It was good.
And
Was it
really,
really?
really interesting how she came up with like doing that idea and like recording like sort of pantomime in the one costume, so she'd have it on the back burner and then figuring out a way to write a story
That's exactly
with
what I
the
did.
pantomime that she had. And she like doubled the video back and forth in certain places to like extend it for longer
did.
times. It was really, really genius. I liked it a lot.
Apparently, a lot of people love the Frankenstein cosplay that I did. It was fun. I
The
might
hair
do it
is
again.
fucking hard, apparently.
It is very hard to work with the hair.
It's hard hair.
Hard hair.
Hard hair.
Hard hair.
Hard
hair.
So yeah, it was fucking great. It's badass. Very, very cool.
Yes.
I released a few things on Hellbilly. I did a stupid fucking rules post thing. That's funny.
Oh, yeah.
I heard about it. You guys were talking about it.
Rules. You've got to
If it's rules, I kind of don't really listen.
Yeah, like that's pretty
Oh,
much.
Tommy
like,
got a Mr. Potato Head.
I did get a Mr. Potato Head. Actually, it's just called Potato Head now.
Yeah, it's a cheap knockoff.
Yeah.
It's probably from the same company, but I only imagine that they don't call it Mr. or Mrs. anymore.
Yeah, just because that's too defining.
Yeah.
It's so weird.
Yeah, no labels. Yay.
Yay.
We don't need labels.
But he's still a potato head.
Yep. It's looking at me.
It
Actually,
is
it's
just
looking
sitting
at
over there
Tommy.
looking at Tommy like he's
Yeah.
going to strangle him.
I specifically bought a $5 potato head just so I can have its arms. I'm going to do something with its arms.
Arms.
I believe in you, Tommy. You got this.
At least someone does.
Said no parent ever. Oh,
They're
gosh.
so disappointed.
I'm so glad we failed them so astronomically. Any hoots. Yeah, that's like that's a recap.
Yay!
Look at
Yay,
go.
we did it.
So we'll be right back with a commercial. Do we have a commercial?
Do you want to do the commercial?
Let's do it.
Okay, so is that what you're going with? Okay.
Sure.
Okay. No, you gotta do the work.
It's like no one fucking.
Just saw.
Come on down to Hellbilly Hollow. We have telephones. And scary monsters.
Yeah. You like skeletons? Oh, look out! There's a skeleton now. Oh,
I'm
the
gonna
bats,
touch
the
your
bats.
butt.
The
Oh.
bats are gonna get
Here
you.
comes Beetlejuice in his handicap
Spicy
car.
uniform.
Yay!
Look at him go.
From
Hellbilly Hollow.
I got scared.
in Vincent, Alabama.
Come see us. Maybe we still have a discount code. Maybe not.
Yeah, who knows? Okay, so anyways,
Use Tommy as a
welcome
discount
back.
code.
Yeah, welcome back.
What are we doing?
from the commercial break, guys. And
Yeah.
we forgot to tell you before the commercial break what the second part was about.
Amityville House.
What?
We are talking
I
about
thought you said
a
the
couple of
Enfield-
things.
Oh, we are? Oh, okay.
Yeah,
Okay.
a couple of things. The other one is the Enfield Poltergeist.
Yep. Enfield Poltergeist and the Amityville House. Two of
let's-
the most recognizable, most famous
Haunted.
haunted occurrences.
The Amityville, the DeFeo family, and the craziness. And
Movies have been made about both of these.
again, always nod to the idea that because they called that movie Amityville, you can't get a copyright on the name of a place. So
Is that why so many Amityville
so
movies
any
are out
other
there?
movie could call themselves Amityville because you cannot have a copyright on a place. So it was just like the bad name to pick. They should have called it like the DeFeos or some shit like that or some other name.
Did you like the newer Amityville with Ryan?
I loved the one with Ryan Reynolds.
I thought it was really good.
But I like the second Amityville horror better than the first one.
What,
because
for
it's
the
more-
originals?
Yeah, for the originals.
Okay.
Because it's more on par with the actual story, with the actual veracity of that story, where it was
Yeah.
the son and it was like, they kind of go, I don't know, for me, it just had more horror. It was so just like, what the fuck?
Well, the Ryan Reynolds one was
The Ryan
pretty much
Reynolds
too,
was
and they
really
had, like
good.
the Ketchum dude that was
Catch
like
'em, kill 'em.
kill him,
Yeah.
catch him, and there was like, wasn't there like hell or demons under the house or some shit?
Well,
at
it's
the
just
end,
where
or-
he, like, the butcher was killing all his victims and shit. Anyways,
they went a little
Grimm
deep on that
has the Amityville actual stuff. We're
Well, I'm
just
gonna start
barely
with the
scraping
Enfield.
surface. Oh, we're gonna
Yeah.
start with the Enfield. Hall?
Yeah.
Okay. Well, we're gonna start with the Enfield Poltergeist.
Yes, so the Enfield Poltergeist is one of the most famous and most argued over haunting cases in modern history. It took place at 284 Green Street in Enfield. Of course, that's the name. So,
It's 1977 England.
yes.
Actually.
And it supposedly ended or stopped being such a big thing in 1979. So it was in North London. Yep,
North who?
North London.
That would be London.
London?
London.
I thought it was London.
London.
No, London.
London?
Hey, Lonnie, you done?
What are you saying?
London Yard.
I don't know.
London Yard.
The house belonged to a single mother named Peggy Hodgson. Hodgson?
Hodgkins?
Maybe? No,
Hodgkins?
there's no K in it.
Oh.
Peggy H.
Yeah, she was raising her 4 children. I don't care about naming the names. But most of the activity centered around Janet and Margaret, though Margaret was often involved. So there's those names.
It was pretty much all.
Like, I'm not gonna name any
From
names,
what I
Margaret.
saw, it was pretty much all the 11-year-old girl Janet. Like, it was all sorts of crazy things would happen with her. Like neighbors seeing her literally floating in the air and toys floating in the air, and they've had investigators come and supposedly speak to some of the quote unquote spirits or demons or whatever that were there, and one of them, like, she would voice, and it sounded, some of the recordings, I don't know if it was from a movie or what that I was watching, but it sounded like a fucking person.
Yeah.
It sounded like a dude, and he said his name was Fred or some shit, and he died in the chair in the room.
Well, I think it was Bill.
Bill, maybe. There was a Fred and there was a few different ones that spoke through her, and it literally
It's like a
said,
sort of a casting
he said, I
couch
died in the chair in the
situation.
living room, and they did some research, and some fucker named Bill died in a chair in the fucking living
Yes,
room.
his son confirmed that it actually happened.
like
Yeah,
was-
but isn't that still like the whole idea of like those mind readers in the audience, and they're like, "Oh, I know this. There's an uncle named John."
Oh, you talking about the guy who would like
Yeah,
talk
I
to
mean,
your
like
fucking
them
dead-
saying that some guy.
Sandra
in the world,
Brown, the biggest fraud in history.
Yeah,
Sandra
but like
Brown.
saying like some guy out there in the world named Bill died in a fucking chair in a living room. I mean, literally, how many fucking Bills do you think died in a chair in the living room? Like thousands, I'm sure.
Their homes are quite old in England.
Yeah, so I'm sure thousands of people
This
died
house
in
is old.
chairs.
Somebody might have died in a chair here.
But
Do you want to die in a chair here, Tommy?
Maybe. You don't
What
have
kind of a chair
I
does
can
the toilet
make
count?
your dream come true.
I
Can
can
you?
make your
Yeah.
dreams come true.
I don't think she has it in her, guys.
Groovy poo.
So the family heard knocking sounds late one night, and the furniture started moving by itself. This is how it all started, of course. Bedclothes were tugged off the children, and at some point, a heavy chest of drawers slid across the room right in front of them. And Peggy, of course, is scared. She's running around. She's going to the neighbor. She's screaming. She's calling the police. And she's freaking out. And she's just like pissing everybody off because she won't shut the fuck up. And so, like, okay, I guess, we got to come out and investigate this.
Did they give her some cocaines? They're like, oh, that girl's
I
crazy.
really
Give her
hope
There was
so.
supposedly an instance where the mother was like pissed off at the kids, and she went up there to see what the fuck was going on, and they told her the dresser drawer kept pushing forward away from the wall, and she pushed it, and then it pushed back onto her, pushed back onto her. I mean, maybe they had unleveled floors.
Yeah.
I don't know, but
There was
mean,
like a
fucking-
kid behind there that she didn't notice. Well, we lose a kid every few weeks around
but
here.
she was supposedly a skeptic until that happened. The mother, and that was one of the first things that happened that made them start seeking help, I guess.
So, this first police visit was the strongest piece of evidence for this to actually go, quote unquote, viral. And it was one of the officers that responded was WPC Caroline Heaps, and she filed the first official police statement. And she said that she personally saw the chair rise about a half an inch off the floor and slide 3 or 4 feet across the room. Yeah.
Like, that's kind of like Poltergeist.
Yes.
That's what makes this story famous. There's so many fucking people involved and seeing things and hearing things. And, I mean, the famous Warrens finally fucking show up and said it was bullshit. They later came back and still, I think, had inconclusive evidence. But who cares what they think? I mean, at least 10 different fucking people that had paranormal experiences in this fucking home doing investigations and police reports and everything else.
The ghosts were just like, oh, these fucking douchebags, I'm out. If you're having these Warrens over here, we're leaving now.
So the mom tried to leave at one time, and I guess she wanted to get rehomed. They called it, I can't remember what the fuck they called it, but it sounds like what we would call like Section 8 housing, where the government housing would help single mothers out and shit like that. Magistrate, something or other. Did you hear
It's
a
the
noise?
cat. It's the cat.
We're currently hearing noises in the other room.
I swear, it's got to be the cat. I'm hoping anyway. So
Well, I'm hoping it's a fucking ghost.
No
soon,
shit, that'd be badass to catch on the podcast.
Right?
it would.
Ooh,
So soon the story spread after this, and it reached the Daily Mirror, which is a large British tabloid newspaper known for covering sensational stories. And they sent it over to reporter Douglas Bentz and photographer Graham Morris, which they are also, top of the field, so you probably don't know them here because it's America. But Morris took the famous sequence of photos showing Janet appearing airborne above her bed. That's the pictures you probably see when you're Googling it.
Yeah, if you
Dugan.
Google.
So to believers, this was levitation. To skeptics, the photo looked more like it was, like she was caught mid-jump. So a lot of people, of course, I'm a skeptic when I see pictures and videos. I've never believed any of them.
Janet.
Everybody is a skeptic. I mean, you have to be. Especially like now with AI and all that different stuff. Like, I think a lot of that is to help everyone push to propagate the idea that nothing is real. Like, oh, I saw an alien, but it might have been AI. Oh, I saw a Sasquatch. It might have been AI.
But the reporters and everything that was there, they were very reputable. So it had a lot of people believing what they did was fact instead of false.
AIRL.
So, of course, with the press covering the family, the Society of what is this? What is this word? Psychical?
Missy?
Psychical. I'm so stupid.
Psychical?
Psychical research got involved. This group, founded in 1882, studied paranormal claims in a semi-scientific way. Semi being an underscore. They sent 2 investigators, Maurice Gross and Guy Leon Playfair. Gross was already experienced at the loss of his daughter in a car crash and was personally sympathetic to the family. Playfair later wrote a book called The House is Haunted in 1980. That became the standard account for believers. So this included all of his experience with this case as well.
With the Enfield horror.
Yes.
I mean the Enfield Poltergeist.
Yes. Exactly, Matt.
I think those are two different things.
So together, the two of them spent months in and around the house, recording hundreds of hours of audio tapes and logging what they saw. They became convinced that while some of the incidents were faked by the girls, not everything could be explained away. So they were really trying hard to get this pushed out to the public. So they were recreating and faking a lot of it.
Yeah.
And they were caught faking it.
There's a lot of people that suggest that, especially when it comes to poltergeist-like activity, that it is something in the human psyche that it manifests through like extreme situations or through just like manifestation. Mm-hmm. And there are some people that suggest that there's a possibility that the girls, like, when wanting it to be truthful, possibly some weird shit happened, and they just kept pushing and pushing and trying to make it happen, and they started making it happen.
Yes, but there was also many different witnesses and accounts, first-hand accounts, that seen that, like, this board game with marbles was actually flung across the room, and they were hit with it.
Yeah, what I'm saying is like, maybe their want for that to be truthful actually was able to push some things into reality.
No, see, that's how energy is transferred sometimes.
Like, they were basically doing, like, intense, like, emotional magic and just didn't grasp the concept that they were the ones that were doing it.
Well, if I'm not mistaken, the beginning of the video that I saw said that this started with a playful game of Ouija?
Or something.
Maybe.
I think it may have started with a Ouija board.
Ouija.
A yes board.
But the biggest thing, like Tommy was talking about, was the voice. There was a voice that would appear, or you could hear it, or it would come from the little girl, Janet, the 11-year-old daughter. So
I thought it only came from the girl.
I don't think it only came from her. I think there was recordings without her present as well.
I don't remember. I could have sworn it just came from Janet.
Again, this is just compiled lore. So this came from all different areas that I was searching.
Okay.
Yeah, so it was extremely gravelly and deep. Greep.
Greep.
It was really
Both
greep.
gravelly and deep added together equals greep.
And the name that it identified itself was Bill Wilkins. That's
Bill
what
Wilkins.
it said. Bill Wilkins.
Old Billy.
Oh, Bill Will.
He died of a brain hemorrhage in the house in a chair.
Yeah. My name was Bill.
Yeah,
and
that's
I
right.
died
There
in a
was
chair.
more to it. These people either knew who fucking died there, or maybe it was really the dude's ghost.
It probably was.
Could be.
So there were many witnesses beyond the family, neighbors, reporters, visitors, and I'm not listing all these names. So different things that were happening to them, and it wasn't always just in the house. They would have, like if they're walking around the outside of the house, sometimes they would report cold pockets or rattling of the house, and they would witness it from the outside. And it would creep in the fucking... I say that because a lot of them wouldn't step foot into the house.
Yeah.
And they just wanted to go touch the house, I guess, because, the house is haunted. I want to go look at it. Fucking weirdos.
It's kind of like our want for some weird ass shit like that to happen is why it stifles it from happening to us.
But it's like you want to see things like that, but you want to see it where you're safe.
I always thought that spirits were attracted to certain energies, whether they be fear or maybe fear can help enact those energies.
Or
but
lower your veil of, like,
protection?
explaining.
Oh.
I think over our eyeballs, there's a scientific explanation for, like, shadows or the way color bounces off mirrored objects. And so if we see a spirit, a lot of the times we're going to scientifically explain it through the filter of our eyes and see it as like, oh, that's a shadow because this thing is there. Oh, that's a reflection of this light from this thing. Our scientific mind.
Well, that's kind of how shadows work.
Well, my point is that if you see a ghost and it's in the wrong place and it's on the wrong side of a shadow, how do you know your mind is not going to just make it look like another shadow? A lot of the times our mind masks out shit that we can't take.
Yeah.
Take a billion people at the same situation, they're all going to see a different thing. Our scientific mind puts shit in that place to like save us from the horrible shit going on or the shit that we just couldn't stand.
Well,
And that sublimates those pieces.
The only few times I've actually had supernatural experiences in my life, it was always under like this pressurized, almost fear-like energy, where you're like spooked and anxious at the same time.
Do you know when you get spooked and anxious, your heart races, your heart speeds up, and blood starts pumping through your body faster? And when your white blood
That would make it sound
cells
like someone was running on top of the roof.
could, but your white blood cells then would like produce
All
like
of us heard.
would move through your blood cells and produce like those little things that you call like eye worms and shit like that. When your blood pumps faster, you get more of those because that's actually light reflecting through the right white blood cells in the veins of the blood. So that explains people seeing shit without recording it.
Okay,
But-
Mr. Scientist man. I believe in ghosts.
I believe in ghosts too. I fail to believe that I've seen credible evidence to it.
I've only seen it once.
I think all of that shit is you.
Maybe.
I think that ghosts themselves are the person that is seeing the ghost. That we can affect the world beyond us way more than we give ourselves credit for. I believe more in ESP than I do in spirits because I believe that that's a projection of that person. When you get scared, it's almost like you push yourself out and you make a replication of yourself for safety, and then it scares you. Or you tell yourself like, oh my God, that thing's going to fly off that shelf, and then it fucking does. Well, why wouldn't you believe that you made that happen?
Well, I've never seen any poltergeist like fucking activity. I think that's all bullshit. Because again, I've never experienced it, and you've never seen it, so you automatically think that it's not, and it's something else.
There was always people.
Even if I did see it, I would
Very understandable.
even if I did see it, I think I'd still write it off as somebody that is seeing it or myself actually being the one that did it.
I just think that you can get in a certain state of consciousness where you can see more than what our physical realm is.
I
We
think
see
you can
we see glimpses beyond the physical realm, basically.
I don't think your consciousness defines your actual experience with the waking world. So if you go to a different level of consciousness, you're not actually seeing this one. You're seeing the one you wanted, and you control it.
Like the whole thought of energy stains. Like energy never dies. If something like gruesome happens somewhere.
Yeah, but it's more likely that your vibration is changing. You're in a universe of your own creating.
Yeah, I'm not gonna.
And
agree
that
with you.
everything that happens in your visual acceptance, in your area of existence, is simply because of you.
Sure.
And that there is no experience outside of each individual human being.
Well, these are my experiences.
And as truthful as the experience is in your perceptual world, is just as untruthful it is in somebody's world that perceives it not truthful. And it's just as real for both of you. Sure. Both answers can be yes, and neither one be wrong.
I wonder what this is then. When I was younger, I would have, friends come over or whatever, and a lot of times they would have some weird experiences with what they would see or feel in the house. And there was quite a few times.
Did you hit them a lot?
No, I didn't hit
Okay.
them. Shut up. So, this happened the most. That's why I'm talking about it first. They would sit on my bed, and they said my bed was shaking. It was just absolutely shaking, and I'm somewhere else in the room or
Was
whatever.
there a goat under the bed at the time?
There's nothing under the bed.
Okay.
No, I didn't have anything under the bed.
Okay.
And they're just them being so freaked out that the bed is shaking. I never understood that, and I was like, I don't know what you're talking about. You're freaking crazy.
It's a washing machine.
Yeah, Grim doing it with her brain to fuck with people. That's how much of a brat she is. Watch this.
I don't know.
But you would do it if you could, though, right?
Yeah. I'd
If
fuck
you
with-
could do that,
I'm
you
a
would.
fucking menace, and you
Okay,
know
so
it.
there you go. Bro, case solved. Way to go, Scooby Gang.
Way to write it off, man.
All right, that's all I have on the Enfield Poltergeist. I want to go to the Amityville house. Yeah?
Wait, weren't we just talking about?
No.
Oh, yeah. Okay, Amityville's. Yay, Amityville. The DeFeos.
This is what happens when you talk about two things in one.
Yeah, I'm confused.
Yay! Confusion.
And they both have connections to the Warrens.
Everything has a fucking connection to those fucking people. Pee hole.
Those fucking pee holes. The Amityville house is probably the most infamous haunted house in America. It sits at 112 Ocean Avenue in Amityville, a village in Long Island, New York. So today, the address has been changed to discourage tourists from the mid-1970s and, now. It became the center of a story that mixed true crime, paranormal claims, sensational books, and Hollywood films.
Yes.
I didn't actually watch that movie, though.
The original or
I never watched any
of them?
Any of them.
I would recommend the first, second, and the remake with Ryan Reynolds.
Really?
Yes.
Okay. I'll probably never watch it, but I'll take
And
it.
especially,
I'll write it
I'd probably just recommend the remake with Ryan Reynolds because you probably don't have the patience to sit through the first movie.
Because they're old.
They're old.
So this started with a murder. So on the night of November 13th, 1974, a 23-year-old man named Ronald Butch is his nickname, DeFeo Jr. took a .35 caliber. Is that how you say it? How do you say the gun name? .35.
Say is it 35 or 38?
35.
Okay.
.35 caliber Marlin rifle and shot 6 members of his own family while they slept in the house. I have a problem with this because how do you get 6 fucking people?
Well, they say it had something to do with the house being haunted also. Like they were all face down in their bed when they were found.
The famous quote came from this. The devil made me do it.
Yes. And they were all found face down with their faces in the pillow, shot in the back of the head. They also surmised that his sister had some way helped him out with this.
Really?
But never got in trouble.
That's why I was pissed off about that Conjuring movie that came out called Conjuring, The Devil Made Me Do It. Because that literally is a quote from the mythos of the fucking...
The mythos!
Of the Amityville.
Mythos.
Well, he supposedly said it in court. That's why he killed everybody. The devil made me do it.
Yeah, but still, the whole thing is very...
I have a big problem with people who blame religion and demons on the shit that they do.
But my whole point is that fucking movie, I thought it was going to be about the Amityville
and
or
it
have a
was not.
connection at least, and it was like a fucking prequel.
Mm-hmm.
It was fucking stupid.
Lame.
He must have had help from his sister. It doesn't fucking sit right with me.
Did he kill his whole family?
He killed like his whole family.
I thought it was everyone. His parents, his brothers, sisters.
I think there was one sister that helped it. Maybe he killed her too after that.
I could have sworn he killed everybody.
Because I looked at 3 different things that said 3 different fucking opinions on it.
Okay.
So, anyway, DeFeo was convicted of the murders, and in 1975, he started giving different versions of the story around this time too. At times, he claimed he acted alone. At other times, he suggested his sister Dawn helped and that the mafia was involved or that voices in the house told him to do it.
The mafia?
So, yeah, he did say that at some point. I'm adding all of this in because there were so many different versions he gave.
There's so many different versions that he gave. But the devil made me do it was one of the things that he put out.
And he died in prison in 2021.
Yeah, that's wild. But the Amityville Horror isn't technically about him. It's about the Lutz family.
So about a year after the murders, in December 1975, the house was sold to George and Kathy Lutz, who moved in with Kathy's 3 children from a previous marriage. They bought the house at a bargain price because of the murders, and the real estate agent told them about the killings. Despite that, they took the deal, and the Lutzes were there only 28 days before they fled. Some say it was like 20, 28, whatever, 25. But claiming the house was haunted by something evil. According to the Lutz family, what happened during those 4 weeks were terrifying. George said that he would wake up every night around 3:15 in the morning. That was the time that
The
DeFeo...
witching hour.
Yes. That was the time that the DeFeo murders were believed to have taken place. So, this is another thing that ties into that. That's why they bring up the murders first.
Big allegedly.
Big allegedly, yes. He said that he was plagued by chills and an obsession with keeping the fire going in the fireplace. The family claimed that they smelled strange odors, which they probably stunk, but anyway.
In the book, they also said the family would wake up in bed face down on their pillows like the way they found the victims.
Really?
All the time. And a really big thing in the book that was left out of the movie that was one of the most terrifying things was the spirit of Jody. And Jody was apparently like this pig. This evil demon fucking pig.
What the fuck?
Yes, in the movie, it shows it drawn on the wall like a pig, and at one point you see the pig like look through the window, these golden eyes, and it's like. That's the only reference to it. But in the book, there's a lot of references to the girl and this pig named Jody that she kept seeing that was like this ghost.
And this was mostly the daughter Missy who was saying that.
Missy, yes.
Yeah, she was the first, not the only, but the first.
Yeah.
And the kids said that they would see red-eyed creatures looking in through the windows.
Pigs.
And yeah, probably the pigs.
Jody the pig.
No, Jody was the kid. No, wait, Jody was the pig. Yeah.
Yeah.
Same thing. Anyway,
Kid, pig, whatever.
Same
They both
thing.
taste delicious.
so every one of them would say that they seen green ooze oozing out of the wall as well.
Yes. They said they saw like green footprints that would appear like as if ectoplasm was being walked through the house. Again, this was in the book. Some of the weirder shit in the book was like there's a scene where they come into the house and there's literally like a marching band that marches down the staircase and starts marching around the living room playing music. And then
What the
eventually just
fuck?
disappears. This is in the Amityville Horror book. I read it from front to back. It's an interesting read, but it's some really like, there's some dumbass shit in that book.
Were they trying to like make it to where like the Amityville house was like some sort of portal for fucking spirits or
Something like that, yes.
That's what it seems like. These people are just fucking nuts then. If
So
that's
do you
not
want
it.
me to give you the like because I've done extensive research on
Yes,
the
yes,
Amityville
I would love for you to.
like to give you what my actual in the end synopsis of why this happened, what was going on, and all that shit.
Please,
So
won't you, sir?
when did the DeFeos first get the house? What was that year?
I think it was 1975. I have to look again.
Okay, so when did we go through the when was the Great Depression? What was happening in 75?
No, that was before
Some
75.
kind of big recession in 75 or something like
So that was closer to fucking Vietnam.
Yeah, okay, so everything was getting fucked up. All the kids were getting sent to war, whatever.
The 70s were fucking crazy.
The family got a steal on the house because of the murders.
Yes.
This is a big fuck off size house. This is 3 kids and 2 parents. Have you ever seen any of like the monster makeover shows where they come and like fix the house up and the family can't afford it after the fact? It doesn't have anything to do with how much they got the house for. That's not why they couldn't afford the house. They couldn't afford the house because of the electricity bill, the fucking water bill, like every
Oh.
bill. So they could afford this cheap buy-in. But when they got there, they were like, we can't afford this fucking house. How the fuck are we going to get out of this? And they dug into the thing being cheaper and discovered the murders and started cooking up this whole, like, this is why we should be able to get out of this lease and this agreement.
That's why it sounds so fucking kooky.
And they had to, like, get against the bank for the money that they loaned out for the house. Like,
So the Lutz straight up.
they
lied.
actually sued their son for writing the book for the Amityville Horror and said that it was bullshit. But then later on, they kind of retracted it because he had said that these kind of like
Yeah,
claims
because
and shit.
so much was happening. Voices yelling, "Get out!" Crucifixes being turned upside down.
Flies, like
Flies everywhere. Like so much shit was happening. And it was so violent. Doors slamming. All that other stuff you always hear that was happening there. Everything was happening in this house.
But again, the fucking Warrens agreed with the Lutz and agreed that it was haunted. Took that picture of the girl in the hallway where you see the like the spirit in the doorway there or whatever. The famous picture from the Amityville Horror case. But of course they fucking agreed because they're fucking con artists and they saw the
Yes.
con and they knew
Yes,
they
they
could use
did.
it. And the Lutz probably went to them like, hey, we're willing to buy in. What do we need to do? What do we need to say? And they brought them all the people that would go like, yep, I saw that.
Yep. But after 28 days, the Lutz family left, and they supposedly abandoned most of their belongings and just got the fuck out of there. And that's when, soon after, Jay Anson, whose book was published in 1977 about the Amityville Horror, turned their story into a worldwide sensation. The book became the basis for the 1979 movie and many sequels and remakes that followed.
Yeah. Which, again, the reason there were so many remakes and sequels is because they could never get a copyright on the name Amityville or the word horror. So there was no way that they could keep anybody from just naming, and Amityville did well enough that anybody could call their movie that.
Mm-hmm.
Wasn't there an Amityville of some sort released, like, within the last year? Like, a whole nother one? We saw it on that one site.
Yeah, there's so many fucking Amityville fucking...
Like, they're still making them today,
yeah,
basically,
still
is
making
what I'm saying.
today. Still making Amityville movies today.
Crazy.
Yes, and of course, like you were saying, the Warrens, they came and took place in this really famous seance that they wanted to have in the house. And it was like, oh, I could feel this demonic presence and blah, 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 blah. I seen a boy peeking out of the doorway looking at us.
Yeah, I think the Warrens are full of shit, too.
Yes, yes. And they supposedly took a photo where there was a child blurred in the photo. It was supposed to be a ghost or some shit. It was bullshit. It was such bullshit. But yeah, that's most of everything that you need to know, because all the other people were just making bullshit.
They say there's 50 plus movies with
Amityville in it?
Amityville.
Wow.
Wow, fuck. They all suck.
The Amityville Mirror was a good one because it touched back into the original story where the like brother and sister had an incestual relationship because of this Amityville curse.
Because of the pig?
Because of this mirror or something. I don't know. It was dark. It was fucking darker than most of the Amityvilles, which are really like light-hearted romps of stupidity. But yeah, okay. Is that it? Are we done? Is that it?
Yeah, the Lutz still maintained until their death that the house was truly haunted, and everything they said was true, of course. But that's it. That's all I got.
Yay!
Yay!
Amityville, the Enfield Poltergeist. How much fun is that?
Very fun.
Yay.
I'm glad
had
you
so
guys
much fun.
made it this far.
Yeah, and now your treat as normal. We have Grim reading one of her stories.
Story time.
All right,
So,
take it away, Graham.
Stay rotten.
Oh, yeah.
oh yeah, stay rotten.
Stay rotten.
Studio.
Little haunted pigs. I hope you're in my dreams tonight.
We'll see you at Hellbilly Hollow, bitches.
Yep, stay rotten.
I'm Grim, and I'm reading The Breeding Chambers. Alara had grown up in laboratories, her lullabies the screams that leaked through reinforced steel. Her father, Dr. Malrick, was the chief official of Project Genesis, a government-funded experiment hidden deep beneath the desert. He called it progress. She called it hell. The scientist had captured things from the void, alien creatures whose shapes defied reason. Some were masses of pulsating flesh, eyes blooming and rotting on their surfaces like boils. Others were insectoid giants with translucent abdomens, their organs sloshing visibly inside. One floated constantly, a jellyfish of bone and sinew, dripping acid from its tendrils that hissed wherever it fell. Every night, new humans were dragged in, runaways, prisoners, volunteers, who didn't know what they'd signed up for. They were shackled to the breeding tables, strapped down until their veins bulged. Alara's task was to observe, to catalog the results, to watch the couplings unfold like rituals of carnage. She saw a man forced beneath a creature whose body was slit-ridden mound of flesh. It spilled open, enveloped him, and when it pulled away hours later, he was still alive, eyes empty, abdomen already swelling with movement. She saw a woman injected with the eggs of a chittering centipede-like beast. The eggs hatched before the hour was done, bursting through her throat and eye sockets, the larva gnawing at her from the inside until only her twitching husk remained. One chamber held hybrids, failures mostly, a child with an eyeless bulbous head that dripped pus as it wailed, a man with spider limbs jutting from his ribs, screaming until he tore his own throat open, a young girl with skin so thin her organs showed through, pumping visibly, each beat of her heart a grotesque lantern glow. Alara recorded everything in the ledger, hands trembling as she wrote, "Subject expired, offspring viable. Her father never flinched. "We were shaping the future," he would say, his eyes alight with zeal. "A perfect union of human adaptability and alien resilience." But at night, when the halls echoed with the cries of the birthing chambers and the metallic clatter of failed hybrids gnawing at their chains, Alara wondered if they weren't building a future, just a nightmare that would outlive them all. And when one of the hybrids whispered her name through torn lips, begging for her to set it free, she realized the horror. It wasn't a failure at all. It was her half-sister.